Goeienaand. Good evening, fellow South Africans and citizens of the world. And for someone who lived in KwaZulu-Natal and lived in Pinetown, one of the things that I loved to go and look at was the Port of Durban and how slickly it ran. It was a thing of beauty. You know, the cranes picking up the containers, putting them down, everything just went so slick. But of course, I'm talking pre-1994. And we're talking about a state-owned enterprise, which is run by the ANC cadres now. And just like everything else, not so good anymore. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if Transnet isn't going to follow in South African Airways' shoes. It's really looking very close to that. So let's talk about the Port of Durban. What is going on in the Port of Durban with congestion at the container terminal managed and operated by Transnet Port Terminals? Ships are delayed outside and others forced to bypass the port, while in the terminal itself, go-slows by discontented staff continue with underperformances in sub-Sahara's most important port. Now, doesn't that kind of sound similar to South African Airways, where they went on strike and they brought the whole thing down? Yeah, it does, doesn't it? What is going on in the Port of Durban, where chronic congestion on roads leading to the port continues year after year and is getting worse? Trucks are necessarily delayed and forced to queue for hours along Bay Head Road in lanes stretching several kilometres, and where the 2 or 3 lanes are leading to the container terminal remain gridlocked, with one of the other lanes of the outgoing section having to be used contraflow towards the terminal. What is going on at the Port of Durban, where smaller firms are at risk of closing down, if they haven't already done so? In some cases, people are facing retrenchment. This in a port that ought to shine as a beacon to all other African ports. Instead, it faces becoming another Lagos, with a reputation of a papa and tin can island to add to its deteriorating reputation. What is going on in the Port of Durban, where there are repeat complaints of a lack of equipment and infrastructure? What happened to the impressive orders that were boasted about of an increasing fleet of over 100 straddle carriers just a few short years ago? Today the fleet numbers are in the 60s. What happened to Transnet's much vaunted policy of building capacity before demand? What is going on in the Port of Durban, where machinery breaks down because someone didn't add oil or some other basic maintenance procedure? Have we fallen into the position where we wait until machinery and equipment is broken or worn out before action is taken? That word maintenance is missing in action. If the situation is that the port does lack sufficient equipment, why weren't steps taken years ago in anticipation of this? It isn't the first time Transnet's been caught with its pants down. What is going on in the Port of Durban, where there is a delay with a much publicised berth, a lengthening and deepening project? Maiden Wharf berth deepening projects were carried out completely and successfully. Why not the same at the container terminal, North Quay? We know this is a legal matter, but must things stand still at the port while the lawyers argue? What is going on at the Port of Durban, where top-level delegations involving ministers and politicians have to be brought in to be told about the problems and challenges and to provide fixes, but seemingly can't because where are the results? When will the Port of Durban stop being run by acting managers with permanent and wise appointments being made? Most important of all, what is going on in the Port of Durban, where so many of the workforce remain demotivated? The problem began when management in Ivory Towers took decisions to tamper with the incentive bonus scheme that workers were used to, which led to motivating staff. It was then that go-slows evolved at Ngwara Port and then at Durban. What is happening at the Port of Durban, where there is talk that Transnet Port Terminals might declare force majeure in the face of all their problems And what will be the international and local ramifications of such a drastic step? What is happening in the Port of Durban that has at least some international shipping lines thinking of congestion surcharges? When will the Port of Durban begin to shine again, like the beacon it aspires to be? Well, there's a simple answer to that. As long as you got the ANC cadres there, the black privilege, black economic empowerment in force, it ain't gonna happen. That's a simple answer, guys. Transnet is stuffed. Alright guys, please remember to subscribe to be kept informed. Ring the bell for the updates. Please like this video, please share this video, and above all, stay safe. Bye for now.